Howdy, everybody. We back again on a short night. Just want to remind you guys that we are in the house.
Welcome to KQ. I'm Ken.
I'm Kevlon. So today, guess what happened again? We had the old angry red tie brigade show up at the old New York court and pledge their fealty to the orange bloaters.
Yes. To the bloatus magnitudinous.
Y'all know y'all bit off way more than y'all can chew. So just enjoy the gumminess of the old Trump because your jaw's getting ready to get soaked.
That's right. That's right. Y'all know how I do. Man, them folks showed up out there, doggone, kissing butt. You know how they do.
Angry,
mad, talking all that stuff.
You know, the thing about it is they cannot stand the criminal justice system in the United States of America. So I got a message for y'all. If you don't do the crime, you won't have to do the time. Don't get mad and show up now. It's a little bit too late. It's too much on record and too much that he's already done. So as feeble as it is, give it a good shot and we'll see how it goes for y'all. I like the red ties. They don't quite fit on good enough. I wish if they was long enough to hang out your jacket, then they'd be long enough. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah. And if you had on a diaper and was like Putin a lot.
Oh,
if you like Putin a lot.
And like Putin a lot.
Hot damn.
Sir, Putin a lot.
And that one doggone bunny back there in the middle, in the back there, old Donaldson boy.
The guy, you mean the one that had a little bit too much sun?
Oh my goodness.
You mean Ramaswamy?
Ramaswamy.
Hey, that's what Ann Coulter told me. He had too much sun for me. You's an Indian. You's an Indian.
Like, I still wouldn't vote for you because you're Indian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was right after she said some foolishness about.
You can't call them. You can't say black folks articulate.
Yeah.
You can't say that.
Yeah.
Because if you say that, that means you're a racist.
Wow.
And but I can say you articulate because you ain't quite black. However, I wouldn't have voted for you because you happen to be an Indian.
No, not the.
That's what she said.
Not the.
But an Indian.
But that other chocolate one back there, boy, somebody need to lock him in a room with Mike Tyson with a blindfold on. Let him go samurai.
He looked like an overweight, broke Kanye.
My goodness. Hey,
he think like Kanye too.
Act like him too. So
where's Nick Fuentes at?
He's somewhere in the back hiding. He probably still in.
Is somebody back in the corner beating the cop with a Blue Lives Matter flag?
Maybe with some horns. Hey, this came on to give y'all a little bit of information tonight. Let you know there is a way that you can get Eileen Cannon off of the docket. They set it up to where you can file a complaint for judges that are doing craziness and foolishness. This woman stacked up.
First of all, let's start with the case. This is the case where he stole the documents and lied over and over for a whole year, telling the federal government that he didn't take any documents after his presidency, and it turns out that he had everything from basically classified stuff all the way up to nuclear secrets and Five Eyes information. That means there's only 5 countries who are privy to this information. He had this kind of stuff held away from the federal government, and they ended up having to get a search warrant, caught him red-handed, got the stuff, and now he's saying, well, first he said, I don't have nothing. Second, he said, if I got something, the federal government planted it, the FBI planted it on me. Then he said, I gave it all back. Then he said, anything else I got is mine. Then he said, I've given everything back, and then they did the search warrant. So now he's on trial for it, and this is the one that's a slam dunk case as far as we, the people of the of the United States, are concerned, because he was caught red-handed. So the judge that is on that case is Eileen Cannon. She just happened to get picked. They kind of a roll of the dice rotation in that court in the 11th Circuit. She got picked, and she decided she's going to slow roll the case. The previous case that she was on that had anything to do with Donald Trump, she got sanctioned twice by the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals because she had misconduct in Donald Trump's favor. So now in this case, it's time for us to stop her madness. She's what she did in this case is she held no hearings on all of the decisions that she had to make, piled them all up, and said, "You know what? It's so many decisions I got to make. I can't possibly do this by the trial date I've set. We're gonna have to postpone this case indefinitely." So she slowed down. She made the log jam, and then she postponed everything because of the log jam
Yeah.
in favor of Trump after having been sanctioned 2 times by the appeals court previously. She needs to go. So that's what she's done. If you go online, you can see all kinds of different articles about how she slowed down this process. But in any event, it's time to get her off of there. So that's what we're trying to do. So we're going to put in the description a link so that you can get straight to the form that you fill out. It's just a 2-page document. You fill out some basic information. If you want to, you can go to Glenn Kirshner's podcast and see all of the steps, but it's just it's a basic form. So please do what you gotta do. It's time to get her off of there. And judges in these circuit courts, they do pay attention to citizens and citizens' requests, and especially if they get a whole lot more of them, then they'll be obliged to go ahead and work with you and hear your complaint, especially if it's judicially sound. So just notice what he's done to put her in place in the court system. They complain about Biden's judge because of what his daughter is doing.
Yeah, I said talk to the mic. But yes, certainly. Now, the other thing that concerns me about this is, although I think Jack Smith had tons of ammunition that he could have used to go ahead and push this thing forward to the 11th Circuit, this, however, her withholding all of that stuff is like the judges get a whole lot of discretion, especially federal judges. They get a lot of discretion on how they can run their particular court. And there's really even up the circuit, there's not a whole lot of things that judges are going to do to say, okay, you should have ruled on this quicker. You should have ruled on that quicker. Or you should have whatever. And even though the whole pile of it smells like a bunch of horse crap, which it is. However, it was within her discretion to do those things. And it's beyond the scope of what Jack Smith has to do. So if anybody's going to get her off of this thing, it's going to have to be me and you. We got to put the petition in to make the 11th Circuit do what they got to do, because we don't want Jack Smith to do anything silly right now that's going to have him kicked off the case or mistrialed or whatever, because you're overstepping your boundaries. We don't want him to do anything illicit, and he knows what he can and can't do. That's why he hasn't done anything yet, because she hasn't crossed the red line. He's waiting on the red line. In this particular case, is not the red line as far as Jack Smith is concerned, but it is a red line as far as the American people are concerned.
As far as I'm concerned.
Heck yeah. KQ, we're concerned.
Yes.
Yes. So
this is a very practical way that you can actually do something. Ain't going to cost you a nickel. Well, it'll cost you 27 cents. How much is a stamp?
How much is time? Time?
How much time have you spent in the oligarchy?
Hey, I spent a lot of time on YouTube trying to tell you people what to do about this thing we got coming up in the 2024. Y'all know what it do. Like, subscribe, share, peace, love, happiness, hair grease. You know how to make it happen.
All we want you to do is love yourself.
And love KQ. Ain't nothing wrong with the love.
Peace out.